From your perspective, I think it would help us understand on just like a scale of 0 to 100%, how much do you support Project 2025?
I think like President Trump, I haven't looked all that deeply at Project 2025, but it seems that Democrats on this committee, sort of like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, if they say Project 2025 enough, their presidential candidate becomes alive again.
Let me say this right off top. I don't agree with everything that Ben Shapiro says. I don't like the way he treated Candace, but he on here cooking. Look, when you cooking, you cooking. I gotta do a video about him cooking Swalwell in Congress. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Don 3.0. This is my favorite shirt out of the Don succession. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all like the tattoos. I like the biker gang Don. Get the link in the description section. I think we're going to give them, we'll give them 20% off. I'll get the code. It'll pop up here. 20% off. Get this shirt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Matter of fact, just like the video. Just hit the like button. I'll give you one task. You ain't got nothing else to do but hit the like. Let's get into this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about this hearing, the congressional hearing. I think that Ben Shapiro and others are on the right track at exposing the fact that conservatives are being targeted, are being, I would say that we are on a hit list for social media platforms and advertisers. There is absolutely no way whatsoever that some of the videos that we put out aren't insanely viral. I see sometimes on the algorithm, my video will be doing like this, woo, and then it goes straight flatline. And then you go and look at other content creators and other people that are talking, their videos are 100 million views and stuff. I'm like, how does my videos cap at like 3 million? I haven't had a video over 3 or 4 million. And people got 10, 20 million view videos. And you see it go up, and then it just caps like this. On TikTok is the worst. We had a video going mega viral. It had like 1.6 million views in like 20 minutes. And you can see it go like this. And it went straight down and dead. Viral video. And so Ben Shapiro and others are in Congress on behalf of conservatives saying, look, you guys are shadow banning us. Advertisers are trying to get us canceled. And in this case, there's about 90% of these, they call them a cartel of advertisers that are literally trying to get conservatives canceled, not advertising with conservatives, wanting to get conservatives demonetized. And that's why they shadow ban our content. That's just what it is. That's why I tell you to hit the like button. But Ben Shapiro's on here cooking. Somebody get the boy some seasoning because he was cooking. Swalwell is a beta male. He was in a relationship with a Chinese spy. And I don't know how in the world he's still in Congress. There has to be American secrets that was divulged to her during pillow talk time. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But he decided to come against Ben Shapiro, and it was a nightmare for him. Somebody get this man some help. Someone please call 911. Because I'm watching the 0101. I'm watching the 187. Wrote a clip.
You probably want less bureaucracy, right?
I do.
I want less bureaucracy. You want more efficiency?
I do.
I want more efficiency.
No, he said less efficiency. He meant less efficiency. Wrote a clip.
Efficiency.
I do.
I want more efficiency. You want taxpayer money spent wisely?
I do. Congrats on becoming a Republican.
Yeah. My parents would be proud. Mass deportations, it calls for that. Do you support that part?
I support the deportation of any illegal immigrant who is in the United States who is not of benefit to the generalized American public.
So if they're picking agriculture.
He said any person is not a benefit to the generalized America. And then he goes on to talk about a potential benefit.
That puts food on the tables of everyday Americans. They've never committed a crime inside the United States. They didn't come across with documents. Should they be deported?
If they have not paid taxes and if their draw on the taxpayer benefits are larger than the contribution they are making to the economy, or if they're involved in criminal activity, they should be deported.
How do we measure that?
The same way that the IRS measures my income every year. It seems like if the IRS can track down every aspect of every receipt that I've ever submitted, and so they can do so for hundreds of millions of other Americans, they can do that for illegal immigrants as well, except for the fact that no one knows how many are in the country thanks to this administration.
So you would be cool with creating a system where they could pay those taxes if they wanted to and then stay and work and put food on our table?
It depends on how long it would take for them to pay the taxes, and they would also have to go presumably to the back of the line, although I'm not sure why I'm testifying about immigration policy at this point.
How about banning the abortion pill? That's part of Project 2025. Do you support that part?
I think that that's a state-by-state issue on a personal level.
I'm just asking you.
Sure, I'm a fully pro-life person, which means that I'm not in favor of the distribution of the abortion pill.
Banning same-sex marriage. What about that part?
I am in favor of traditional marriage between a man and a woman, and I am perfectly fine with anyone having any sort of voluntary sexual arrangement they seek. That's a different thing from whether the government should attach benefits to that personal relationship.
But you think it's a sin to have same-sex marriage?
I mean, I'm confused. Are you asking me as a religious Jew what I think about biblically?
I'm just asking, is it a sin to be gay?
Is it a sin to be gay? I mean, how long do we have here? 2 minutes? I mean, if the basic idea is that sexual orientation is up for government regulation, I'm not in favor of the government regulating the private consenting sexual activity of adults. That is a different thing, once again, from whether the government ought to engage in actual benefits for particular sexual arrangements that adults make.
But again, just you to me, is it a sin or not?
From a religious Jewish perspective, orientation is not a sin, but activity is. That's also the same perspective of most major religions, so far as I'm aware.
Okay. And how about cutting Social Security? Do you support that part of 2025?
I'm not sure what Project 2025's position on Social Security is. I'm in favor of the restructuring of Social Security along the lines of privatization and lowering and increasing the retirement age, because you, as well as every other congressperson, knows Social Security is going to go bankrupt, and yet everyone seems to have an interest in lying about it for the next decade and a half until we have to take austerity measures or radically increase inflation or taxes.
And bans against books about slavery. Do you support that part about?
Why would I possibly be in favor of bans about books about slavery? That would be absolutely ridiculous. What I am in favor of is the idea that school libraries should be able to make decisions along the lines of what exactly is appropriate for, say, a 7th grader and whether they ought to be treated to cartoons and genderqueer. That's not quite the same thing.
And just because we found some receipts, you did say, I think.
Oh, we found some receipts. God dang, bro, you like the frog in the pot, bro. You getting cooked.
Homosexual activity is a sin.
Yes, I'm a religious Jew.
Sure,
that's true.
There's a genetic component.
You found me out.
Orientation, but the view of all religious people I know has always been that sexual behavior is something that is up to you. And you said, I may have a desire to sleep with many women, but I do not.
I agree with me. Yes, that's true.
I gotta say, man, sometimes he be quick on some stuff, man. He be quick on stuff. He go, oh, I'm a religious Jew. You found me out. Like, let me just say this. I'm gonna let him finish. The audacity and stupidity of Democrats is just beyond me. Like, at what point do you guys not know what religious beliefs are? Every major religion disagrees with gay marriage. Every major religion. Jews, Christians, if you want to break it up into Catholic, Mormon, what do they call it? Muslim. Every major religion from the Abrahamic faith all agree that same-sex marriage is a sin. It's in the book, every book.
Congratulations on your, I'm sure it's very hard to restrain yourself. Mr. Chairman, I just want to shift to Alvin Bragg. He was supposed to be here this week, and he's not coming. And Hunter Biden was supposed to testify. Now he's not testifying. We were supposed to have votes on articles of impeachment, and we didn't. And again, we're just wondering, you guys write great press releases, but the payoff seems to never come. And so I guess we will keep waiting, and we'll do hearings like this. And finally, Chairman, you cannot yell fire in a crowded theater, and that's a restriction on speech, as you have recognized before, but you can yell theater in a crowded fire, and you all can continue to do that all you want, and we'll just waste the American people's time.
Gentleman's time has expired, and I remind him of the first rule of holes. When you're in one, stop digging.
Oh, my God, man. I can't. I don't see how the American people don't see the difference between Democrats and Republicans. That dude just went on a spiraling effort of nonsense, and he just got cooked by everybody that spoke except himself. Like, at what point, this is one thing that bothers me about the whole gay marriage thing. Look, bruh, you have an opinion, and I have an opinion. You're trying to get legislation passed based on your opinions, and so am I. How am I the bad guy if I believe that homosexuality is a sin and you believe that homosexuality is not a sin? That's on you. You have a set of beliefs, and so do I. And there's a group of people in this country, which is probably the majority, have a set of beliefs that are consistent with mine. And you have a group of people in your country that have a set of beliefs that are consistent with yours. So the people that agree with whoever the most vote. And they vote for the people that agree with their policies and their position. They want to create this idea that if you disagree with me, you're evil, you're spewing hate. No, I just disagree with you. Homosexuality is a sin. I think that you're wrong on that topic. You think that I'm wrong. How is somehow one of us is wronger than the other? I believe in the Bible. You don't believe in the Bible. I think it's silly for you not to believe in the Bible. You think it's silly that I do believe in the Bible. How are we not having the same conversation? The difference between you and I is that if you are trying to tell me that the Bible says that homosexuality is okay, then that's when you are completely wrong, fact-based wrong. Now, if it's your opinion, that's your opinion. Who cares? If you want to sleep with another man, I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If you think that kids should be able to be exposed to pornography in elementary school, that's your opinion. I disagree with that opinion. And we both just agree to disagree. But if you actively have books in the school that are geared towards this at young people, it's against the law. And y'all want to act like it ain't. You may want illegals to come into America and take over all our resources or whatever. I don't. We agree to disagree. What we can't disagree on is the fact that they're here and there's millions of illegals and they're actually siphoning money. Now, whether you think it's okay or not is different. But to argue that that's not happening is a flat out lie. But anyway, that's how the Democrats operate. They operate in empty platitudes. Project 2025. Ask anybody about Project 2025, and 99% of conservatives have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what Project 2025 is. Donald Trump just came out and said he don't endorse and don't agree with it and don't know nothing about Project 2025. I have never heard of Project 2025. And if I go look it up right now, I don't know what it say, and I don't give a F. So anyway, I can go on 100 years. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment section. Swalwell and these Democrats just getting their lunch, cooking and eating. Deep fry, baptize that fried chicken. All right, I'll see y'all on the next one. Get you one of these shirts. I'm out.